Hi guys, today we are going to talk about how to find your target market. And this is episode, and I think that's really important for anyone who are doing any type of marketing. By the way, my name is Jason again, and actually I'm a marketing strategist. And today I'm going to explain to you how to find your target market. So I want to tell you a quick story about how I learned this. And for a long time ago, and I was really, when I getting started in the marketing, and when I get started, like especially you are doing any type of marketing at that time, and someone asked me, say, who is your target market? And guess what? And my answer is, it is everyone. Because at that time, I have no idea about who I want to target and why I want to target. But it caused a big problem as well. And the biggest problem is because I don't know my target market so well. So as a result, end up target everyone. So if you are doing any type of marketing or advertising, you should know if you are trying to target everyone, and basically you are going to waste a lot of money. And also your message is not like target, so you are not going to get a really good response. So that is how I get started. Then I say I need to learn about how to find the target audience, how to find the target market. So the first time I learned about target market actually is from a gentleman. His name is Chid Holmes, and he's the one who really taught me something about how to find a target market. Actually, he's a person who invented something called a buyer's demand pyramid. This one. Buyer's demand pyramid. So buyer's demand pyramid, what is buyer's demand pyramid? Is really simple. Buyer's demand pyramid says in any kind of target market, 3% of people who are buying right now. And so if you are working as a real estate agent example, so let's say 3% of people who are actually looking for an agent and your real estate agent to help them sell the property in any kind of market. So if you look at the percentage, the number of the property who are selling divided by the number of the property in the market and times 100%, then you are going to get the data which is close to 3%. 7% of people who are open to buy, but you're not looking. What it means, 7% of people who are who are open say, okay, I wanted to know how this agent can help me sell my property, but I'm not in a stage. I'm not urgent. It's not urgent for me to hire an agent right now. I'm not there's no any urgency there. And there can be some reason as well. Let's say people who are urgent to sell, there could be people just get divorced. They want to sell the property and sort out the divorce problem. People, they are not urgent. They are not experience any divorce or disease or job loss. So it's not urgent for them, but they are open. 30% of people who are not thinking about it. So in our real estate market, I say 30% of people who are not thinking about selling a property. It doesn't matter what you do. They're just not thinking about it. Then, so they're not thinking about it. So another 30% of people who don't think they are interested about it. So for them, and they will think about, okay, I'm not interested about it. Maybe they will never sell. Maybe they, just they are not going to sell, so they're not interested about it. So that's a percent of people. And another 30% of people, which is the rest of them, they know they are not interested about it. So these people, they own property, but maybe the property is maybe they what they're gonna do is maybe they already retired. Like they know they will never sell because that's a property they bought for the retirement, so they will never sell. So that is the rest of them. So that is why if you are trying to target everyone, if you try to target whole things, it's too hard because your message must be different. So you try to target the people who are trying to sell right now, who are looking for real estate agent right now. The message should be different from the message from the people who are, they're open to looking for real estate agent, but not urgent. That's different. Okay, so say, what is the best way to find the, then this comes to a question. The question you should ask yourself. I would suggest you find the people who are ready to sell, who are qualified, and it's urgent for them to sell the property. By doing that, and it's the easiest sale you can make, and it is the quickest sale you can make from my personal experience. And so I'm gonna share with you how you can find as well. In order for you to move to people from here to here, let's say from the people who are open to buy but not think about it, move to here, the only thing you need to do is education. So for the people who they are urgent, they are on the sale right now, for people who not open to talking to an agent but not ready to sell, and how you're gonna do that is education. You have to educate the reason why they need a sale right now, and educate the reason why they need a sale with you. So take time to educate. Well, in the past, I do advise people spend our time to educate them, and to do that. But I found that in any given market, and I think that the first type of target audience, the best type of target audience you can find right now, is actually not this type of people, because you have to spend enough time to do education. The best type of people is actually the people who are here, the people who are ready to sell. People here. Why? Because you don't have to spend so much time and energy on educating. So you don't have to spend enough time to educating. And one of the example I can give to you is, I remember I was heard from a marketer who told me a Shark Tank episode he watched, and in the episode, actually one of the founder, one of the entrepreneur come up brilliant product. The product is brilliant. By the way, every shark on the Shark Tank said, okay, your product is so brilliant. And but one of the sharks, I'm saying, I think that's really helped me understand this. And he said something, yeah, your product is still good, but the problem is it's gonna take it's gonna cost long time and take us like tens of millions of dollars to educate the target audience, because his product is like brand new and no one has invented that before. So if you think about like company like Apple, they invented smartphone, but then no one there, but it still take a long time to educate it. So if you're trying to target these kind of people, a long time to educate it. The best type of target audience is here. I would suggest you customers education is your secret. Customers education. So you wanted to the best type of target audience you can get right now is the audience who are already being educated, and they already know what your product, what service is, and probably they already know about your offer, why you are different from your competitor. This is the best type of the target audience, because they are already being educated. And so of course, there are some of the other requirement in order to find your target audience. Well, so the first one is your target audience must be someone you want to serve, because imagine if you find some people and you actually don't like to work with them, and for a lot of people who start a business because you don't really like your job, then you are going to find a client you don't like to work with. So it's kind of frustrating, yeah? So that's number one. Number two is, this is the key. Need only small amount of education. Why? Because if, like I said, if your target audience need a lot of education, they're not thinking about buying your product or service right now. You have to spend so much time to convince them why they need to buy the type of product or service you are selling and why they need to buy from you. It takes a lot of time and energy and money to do that. So need only small amount of education. And the third one is buy from you. So that means that the type of the audience, if the target audience and they already know some of your offer, they have the awareness, they're gonna buy from you. This is the best type of the audience they're gonna sell. And last one, I think is quite important, which is going to have success with your product or services. Imagine about this. If you just get a client and you get a client coming into your business, but you cannot, your product or services doesn't do what it is supposed to do, and you are going to have a pretty bad reputation, yeah, because people buy your product or service and that doesn't get a result they wanted to get. So basically, you are not going to have really good, word of mouth marketing. So let's summarize what we talk about. Okay, we talk about how to find your target market, and so in order for you to find a target market, there are four rules you need to remember. Number one is your target market is someone you wanted to serve, someone you like to work with. That's the number one, because in a long term, it's not just a transaction. They pay you money, you do the job. No, it's a long term, it's a relationship. You must be like the person and enjoy the relationship. Number two is need only small amount of education. If it takes too long, like I said, take too long to educate them, it's going to cost a lot of time and money to educate them, to get them to believe, okay, why is there a type of product or service you are selling, and why they buy from you, and the time and money. That's why most people have to spend so much time and money on advertising and keep educating, like brand awareness. But generally, that's going to cost a lot of money and time to do that. Third one is buy from you. This type of people who know you, who trust you, they want to buy from you. And fourth one is have success with the product you are selling. So if you sell any type of product or service, like you work as a real estate agent, and then you have to work out what is their expectation, then how your product or service can deliver the result they want. And that is the secret. And so if you do have any other type of question, and then just let me know. Otherwise, and please subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to do more and more YouTube live to share about the marketing, what I've learned. And thank you. See you next time.